I think one of the hardest things as a believer is to be trusting of the Lord. You know, we have our plans, we have our agendas, and how we envision this life is going to go. And when that's messed with or something's taken away, it's a really hard reality. And our first response is to always just, why God? Why me? And a few years ago, when we were writing for this project, I was experiencing and asking these exact same questions. So this song comes from a pretty vulnerable place. It's definitely the most vulnerable I've ever been when writing a song, and it brings me to tears every time I hear it, because it takes me back to that moment when I was so disappointed in God and my circumstances. I was down here drowning in a sea of disappointment and anger and fear and doubt, but God's goodness brought me here. And that wasn't because He gave me everything that I was asking for, but instead He gave me something greater. He gave me Himself. I've learned that life happens, and sometimes things go our way and sometimes they don't. And sometimes things are going to be so heartbreaking and so disappointing. But God can see what we cannot. And He doesn't say that there won't be trials. In fact, He says there will be many trials, but He has promised to walk through the fire with us. And when we proclaim He is good, even through the fire, the enemy is defeated. He has no chance. I'm such a planner. I would love to know everything about my future and what it holds, but I have to keep reminding myself daily that every detail of my life, God's got it, and He will never leave me in a place where I'm alone. My only responsibility is to keep a steadfast faith and trust in Him all the way to the finish line.